Hey friends, family, and loved ones. Today is a get ready with me. Get ready to do what? I have no idea. But I said I was going to be coming in here to do some things like natural beauty. So here we go. I got on my little hat. I was playing around with it. This hat was originally $29.99, but I got it from one of those discount stores for $3. And I actually got two of them because my intention is to take this off of this one and just really zhuzh it up and put different decorations and crystals on it, make it kind of foxy fly. It's cute as it is, so the other one I'll just keep as is probably. Anyway, I just was feeling all creative. So first, you see my hair is very frizzy. Before I even get into that, and I'm hoping that I got enough memory on here. Otherwise, this video is going to have to be broken up a bit. I'm just going to do my eyebrows real quick first. And I'm just going to do one of these numbers. I like to keep it simple and quick. So anywho, how's everything going with y'all? It's a Saturday afternoon for me. And I'm just using one of these from the beauty supply. I used to use double edge razors, and I still do when I can get my hands on them. But out of sheer laziness, I'm like, just give me the thing with the handle and call it a day. I learned how to do my eyebrows the way I want to do them by this barber. Years ago, he was like an old school dude. He was always well groomed, coiffed. And he was the neighborhood, barber, and women would go and get their eyebrows popped. And he was using the double edge razor. He was like, a woman is never dressed unless her eyebrows are done. And one day I was like, let me see how I do it, because I like to do stuff myself. Like, I see it one time and I'm like, oh, okay, I think I can do it. I don't mind getting pampered, but when it comes to somebody else putting, a razor on your face, it's like, how often will I want to do this? And how often do I want to, what if he doesn't have space for me next time? Do I want to be a slave to waiting? I just can't see myself just waiting for other people to do stuff, which is why I learned to do a lot of stuff for myself. I like being pampered, but Anyway, so he took the razor and he got ready to go in the middle, which a lot of people like to get done, but I was like, oh, I don't think so. He was like, it's not complete without that. I'm like, oh, but it is. I want to be cleaned up, but I don't want to be pinched. I don't need some people like that, and that's cool for them, but I just look different without the little hairs. And I don't really like that difference. And for me, I'm just cleaning it up, just the little hairs over here. I used to pluck when they started growing back in. I would pluck them, the little bitty hairs. But I don't know, I just kind of got away from it. Look at me doing with my left hand. Do I really do this with my left hand? No. I do it with the right hand because I'm right-handed. So why are you getting brand new now? And that's pretty much all I do. And sometimes I let it get a little bit overgrown. My eyebrows, I used to really, really arch them. But then I noticed in pictures that you couldn't see my eyebrows. And I'm like, I don't like anything about that anymore. And then sometimes when I'm really getting really thorough, I'll go ahead and use the little eyebrow scissors. I'll comb my eyebrows and use the little eyebrow scissors. But today ain't one of them days. So I am done with that, actually. I've already done my little alcohol thing to make sure. And then I'm going to get another alcohol wipe to clean this. But I'll do that off camera. Now, look. This is Witch Hazel with, this is a hydrating toner with Rosewater that I picked up. And I'm excited to try that. And I'm going to try it with one of these little sponges. You know them sponges, they're facial cleansing sponges. And I believe you're really supposed to use this to cleanse your face with water. But first of all, I like how they puff up. When they get wet, they puff up. And I love putting Witch Hazel on my skin. And the rose water. It smells good. Let's see how much I... Come on. Yeah, so it's like these have like a little light exfoliation. I'm gonna put these actually came from Amazon. I was trying them out and I really like these. I never used them with witch hazel before. You can see a little dirt there, so that I feel good about that. I like being able to see the dirt. And if this was soaked, then the sponge would be thick all the way around. But I didn't soak it all the way. I didn't want to use up my little. This is a little trial size by Dickinson's. I don't know. Y'all use this? It's a toner. I think I think you're supposed to put this on after you do all of this, but I'm using it as an astringent cleanser as well. And be real soft around the eyes. And that's pretty much it with that. Let that dry up. The girl needs to get a little extra sleep. Yes, I'll let that dry up. It's nice and dirty, so I am satisfied that the thing did what it was supposed to. And while I wait for that to kind of dry up, I'll prepare my head rag. Because look at my hair. It's been a week. I'm not going to take this down. I'm just going to lay this down, which is not really bad considering I only slept with the bonnet. So it's not really bad at all. Okay, I think that's dry enough. So I'm going to put a little bit of jojoba oil on the face, not too much, hopefully. Okay, just a little bit. Start here. And I usually put a little bit on the décolletage, you know, right there. Sometimes you want to make sure everything stay nice and firm. Okay, and then a little bit more. I like to put this on my eyelids and stuff too, like pat around there. I might go a little greasy, but on my lips too. Why not? All right. And that's pretty much it for that. Oh, let me get my eyebrows. Back in the day, I remember they would always put Vaseline on your eyebrows. I don't know if they still do that, but I'm just putting jojoba oil on mine. And then I'm brushing it. And that's pretty much it with that. Now on to my hair. I got this as a free trial from Walgreens. It came with an order. It was like multiple things in a box, and they have nice size like trial things. And this is Cantu Avocado Hair and Scalp Oil Elixir. So I'm just going to play with that a little bit. You know, I'm just really playing. I'm going to put some on my scalp. And this is actually what I be doing, playing. I'm like, I don't know if I need it or not. I'm just going to use it. My scalp isn't itching, so I'm just going to use it in the part. And then put a little bit on the tips of my fingers. It has a fragrance smell, like a floral type smell. All right, the next thing, before I go any further, take my toothbrush. I may not even have to put any, well, maybe I do, I don't know. I cornrowed my hair basically straight after it got washed. When I had an opportunity to part this sucker. Where's my other stuff? Oh, this is what I was talking about in a video I probably didn't upload. This edge control, argan oil in black. I typically do not use, I don't dye my hair. Don't have a desire to do that. Don't mind the grays. But when I'm going to, and I'm also using, what is this? Hair gel. It says Gorila hair gel. I've had it for a long time. And I just put a little bit here. But when I'm wearing wigs and cover girls or whatever, I'm just going to do like this. It's a little messy, but it's all right. Yeah, when I'm wearing wigs and cover girls and stuff, sometimes, you know, I'll use my eyeshadows and my mascaras, but sometimes I just want to play around with some other stuff, and I said, let me try this here, which is real. Look at it. It's pretty good, and I haven't even gone in yet with my. What I did notice though, if I use the edge control, the black edge control by itself, then what happens is when I tie my hair up and take the bandana off, the hair is no longer black. The edge control will have like come off with the bandana. I mean, what do I want? This is kind of like need to be redone. So yeah, so I noticed that. So I said, well, let me try, instead of using it by itself, let me just try it with some like good gel. And it actually does work. In fact, I did it, and then I didn't tie my hair up, did not reapply anything for several days. I just put the bonnet on and took it off in the mornings, got up and went about my business. I was just fine. Okay. And sometimes I wear my bandanas because I like looking like, what did they used to call it? Essays. I like tying it like this. That's like one of my aesthetics, one of my looks. Yep, and then I'll just leave it and let it sit for a while, and you know how you do. And then, but I am like really impressed with this product. I love a good witch hazel rose water, because sometimes I'll put the witch hazel on and I'll spritz my face with rose water if I have it. I am going to, I'm considering making my own rose water, you know, just because I want to be doing something. I got roses all the time, you know, I got ingredients all the time. You know how we do. We mix things up and create things, because that's what we are. We're creative people. But anyway, now there was something else that I wanted to do. So I'm going to be doing my nails. But probably later on. And what I'm going to do is just clean them up, you know, take all the skin off, clip the nails off. And I have these applicators, you know, those little nail strips. So that's what I'm going to use instead of nail polish. And is that it? Is that all? That is actually it for me. That is what I mean. I do it basic and simple. And I usually wear a hoop. When I wear this, I wear a hoop. I like the single earrings, the mix and matching of it all. And yeah, oh no, I'm not done. Excuse me, I am not done. I do have my lip. Look, I played myself with this, y'all. Played myself with it. What is the name of it? I gotta put my glasses on and look. If you hear noise, that's my husband washing the house off. This is Black Radiance, and I forget the name, what they called this, but I was looking at all the colors. Okay, it was so many pretty colors. In fact, I got a red one too. I got a red one. And while I was there, I even picked up a concealer. That's going to be fun. I'm going to figure that out. And I've seen so many, not interviews, but so many videos. So I know that I can figure it out. I've used concealer multiple years ago, and I've done well. But I don't know how to pick the colors. But look at how I played myself. I think the name of this, and you tell me if you've seen this at the, where did I get mine? It was the drugstore. Tell me if you've seen this. I want to say they call it Exact something or other. And I was like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, sir, ma'am, I don't think. It makes absolutely no sense. By the time you finish using this, and then how long is it going to last? Okay, so it's pointy. Put me a little lipstick on. Yeah, so it's pointy. And this looks pretty, like I put a couple of layers on, and it looks good. Black Radiance. I haven't tried the red one yet. I know it's spring, summertime, but I was just so like, ugh, and this was like, these were two of the colors that were left. But I'm like, it's a point, and I got all caught up, and they sold me on the freaking point. Anywho. All right, you guys, until the next video, live simply and be kind. I shall return. And the only reason I am rushing is because I don't want to get cut off, because I have little space on my device. Like the memory is gone bye-bye. All right, I love you guys.